Hello, Internet friends. This is an article from 2015. I don't know if you've watched any of the mainstream media. Their take on this, it's all about Trump. Gotta hate Trump. Trump's a rapist, a racist, a pedophile, blah, 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 blah. You know, the mainstream media constantly has to have some sort of drama because they need the viewership numbers for their advertisers. So I think that this Jeffrey Epstein character is an actor, and I do think that children are abducted and taken to some remote location, tortured, murdered, probably even eaten. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. And if you look at this guy's face, does he look reptilian to you? I think that there is a reptilian humanoid species, and his nose, it just doesn't look quite right. It's too small for his face. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think that these people are just a different species, and I think that they've figured out how to manipulate us to get their way, and I think it's like during the Roman times, they were thrown into the Colosseum with the big lions, and the lions are running around and eating us, and I think they get high off of that. But I just can't understand the Republicans. I'm trying to understand why they're in such deep denial about what's going on around them. They don't want to admit that Trump has failed. I just don't understand that. Trump has failed us. So what? He's failed us. Let's just, cut him loose and move on and groom another guy to take his place. It's not that hard. It's not that big of a deal. So what? People fail you all the time. We knew that it was 50-50 on Trump whether he was going to follow through on anything he said. And Trump is just doing all the fluffy things so that he can look good to the Republicans. And then if you ask the Republicans, well, why is the border still porous and why are people flowing through? And the Republicans will say, well, the Democrats won't let him. Oh, nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. The president can shut the border down right now, and he can deem any class of people here to be hostile to our national security and have them rounded up and put in internment camps. That's just the way it goes. This is adulting. And Republicans just don't want to be adults. They don't want to face the fact that if we continue to allow these people to come into our country, we are going to have a civil war. I just don't understand. I'm not really one for violence and drama. I can't stand it. Anyway, so I have a theory about Republicans. I think Republicans think that they're on a football team and Trump is their quarterback, and their quarterback is actually Colin Kaepernick. And they just want to support their quarterback because that's their team and that's just the way they are, and they can't be talked out of it. Anyway, that's my perspective on it. The libshits, I just don't really understand the libshits. They get such bad information, and then they're just so unwilling to test out any new data that they get in front of them. I have people that I know that are convinced that all these people pouring over the southern border need a better place to live because the disaster that they created themselves, well, they couldn't have possibly created that disaster themselves. There was some other force that created that, and the U.S. has magic soil and it will fix everything and everyone. You ever see that movie, is it Fievel Goes West? I think that one, or An American Tail, Tail, American Tail. There's a song in there. There are no cats in America and the streets are made of cheese. So, all right, Internet friends, thanks for listening.